I sent some cores out for my entire lawn, got the results back, and I want to share them with you because I'm going to have to do some things based on the data that I got in here. So this is my soil test results. You can see these are from January 18th, 2025. So this is just, I got these in today. And overall, I'm fairly happy with this, but there are some areas for improvement. There's one particular area for improvement. So what a soil test does, if you've never done one of these before, is all these parameters here, all these different nutrients, all these elements are different nutrients that your grass needs to be able to do its absolute best. If you look at the graph overall, my nitrogen, my phosphorus, my potassium, like the ones that the grass needs in the highest amounts, those are in fairly good shape. My boron, which is a micronutrient, needs to be adjusted a little bit, but the thing that really needs to be looked at that I am a little bit concerned about is my soil pH. You can see that right there. pH is at 5.64, which is low. Like a good range for soil pH is in the high 5s to low 7s, so 5.8 to 7.0. And the reason why it's important is that in your soil test, you've got all these other nutrients that are being measured as part of the analysis process. And your soil pH has a big effect on the ability of the grass to be able to use those nutrients. So for example, if your soil is very alkaline, so that your pH is say in the 7s, it's getting up there, and you go out and you do a micronutrient application, the ability of your grass to be able to make use of that is going to be inhibited. So soil pH is really one of the most important things to look at on a soil test, and one of the things you really want to correct when it comes to your soil test results for a couple of reasons. Reason one is that it helps all the products you're going to be applying to your lawn to work that much better. And then second is that it takes longer for the soil pH to make a movement within the soil. So it's not like nitrogen or any of the other macronutrients where you apply those and fairly quickly you're going to see a response. When it comes to soil pH, it can take months for the product that you apply to react with the soil and then make a noticeable improvement as far as where the pH is. So in my case, you can see that my pH is at 5.64, and when it comes to soil pH, there's really two major categories or two major types of lime that you can use to help raise those levels. Now, I've got a full video on this. I'll link it. Here's a comment or a card that you'll be able to check out if you want. But the short answer is if your magnesium levels, which Mg, that's what that is magnesium. If your magnesium levels are low, you're going to want to go with a dolomitic lime. And if your magnesium levels are adequate, which mine are, according to my soil test data, you're gonna want to go with the calcitic lime. So that's what we're doing today, right? So what I've got here is 150 pounds of a lime product. It's a calcitic lime product. I'll be applying that over the entire back lawn, side lawn, to help just bring those levels up. I mean, I'm not too bad. I'm just under where I need to be, so I don't need to go super heavy on this as far as the application goes, but I do want to address that because you guys know I want to dominate this season, and I want to make sure I'm putting my fertilizer out and anything else that's working as good as possible. So my lime application is going to be a good way to help correct that problem. So I really want to encourage you guys, if you have not done one as yet, go out and get yourself a soil test. I mean, they are relatively inexpensive. These are like 35 bucks. They don't really cost that much. And all the data that you get here is really going to help set yourself up for success for the 2025 season. Well, enough of that. I'm gonna get out here, apply some lime. Hopefully this was useful for you guys. If you have any questions or comments, definitely let me know below. If you've not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. I put content out in addition to our weekly live stream. I would love to have you as a viewer. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Let me get to work.